Hello, welcome to another edition of a Viper Squadron podcast. I'm your host, Scott Smith, and with me today I have Mr. Chris. There
Yo,
he is. We have a couple people that said they're going to call in a little bit later, but Darren's said he's going to call after bingo, after he gets his mom back from bingo. So, um, so this week I wanted to talk about the new um, announcement and articles for Epic and the huge ships. Um, so it was on July 11th. FFG announced the release of the huge ship conversion kit, Tantive IV expansion pack, and then the C-ROC cruiser expansion pack, and the Epic Battles multiplayer expansion pack. That's going to be fun. Uh, the release is reported to be in early of the fourth quarter of 2019, so maybe October, November, instead of when they say in the fourth quarter, it's December. Um, so hopefully, this has been long awaited since the release of the second edition last September. It's been one of those things that everybody's talked about, saying when are they going to do it? When are they going to do it? So now, by the end of the year, we'll have them. So, all right. So this first edition, this first, I guess, wave of these huge ships is um, not all the huge ships that they have already. Of course, they're going to space them out a little bit, so everybody can get a few here, get a few there. They are a little pricey, so that
yeah.
explains some of it. The Rebel GR-75 medium transport, the Imperial Gonzati class cruiser, and the Imperial Raider have not yet been released as a re-release, or even announced when they might be. So we'll see. Those will be some of the ones that will come later. Let's see. With the huge ship conversion kit, there will be components for all of the ships. So it's just like that. The initial conversion kits for the Rebels and the Empire, Scum, all those factions. So it's going to have one. So like someone who, like me, who has most of the ships, I don't need to go out and buy those packs again, which is good. Because I like the ships. I don't know if I'd want two of them all, because you would never use two at the same time.
Well, the smaller ones you could. You could run back in the old one. You could run like two Gazantis, two
Oh,
GR-75s. You couldn't do like the big ones. You couldn't do the really big ones as
yeah, you
doubles.
couldn't do like the Tantive IV or the Raider.
Yeah.
I don't even know about the C-ROC, if they could have done two.
Yeah, you could do two of that one. The
You did?
C-ROC's, yeah, the C-ROC was just like the Gazanti. It was just the scum version of it.
Well, yeah. Doesn't have the TIE fighters. Has a little more score. You
Yeah.
I'm sorry. My wife's going downstairs and she made me laugh. All right, so let's see where was that. Oh, look, who's this? We have Mr. Patrick joining us as soon as this picture comes up. Oh, there he is. How you doing,
There
Patrick?
he is.
Hey, how's it going?
All right, so we've already just started talking about some of these huge ships. Um, let's see, what did they say? Oh, in the conversion kits, there's going to be components for all the ships. So just like the initial one. So, even when this is starting, I can still use, instead of just having to roll with the 10-4, I can still stay on my Imperial side and bring my Raider. So, which would be cool, because then also have the Gonzati, and I know Darrin was painting it up. You guys saw the ships of the TIE fighters, how he painted the TIE fighters, the ones I had for
Oh
Crate Cup.
Lord, he's gonna
Remember
do
No.
the.
You don't remember the ones that were all red and black?
Hey,
But he has the Gonzati to match it, so those four will be underneath it with the paint job on it. So, yeah. Anyways, Since this release is only putting the Tantive IV and the C-ROC for availability, the conversion kit says, including cards to field each huge ship in the 2 of X-Wing 7 factions. The 2 of the 7 factions. What do you take from that one, Chris? I mean, that's right. That's exact wordings they said.
The way they worded it was a little confusing me, but I had a query about the epic ships because I noticed the Rebel Alliance has access to 2 epic ships. The Empire has access to 2 epic ships. Scum, it's always been just the one. I got a feeling that they're going to come out with another set of epic ships. There's going to be one more for the First Order, Resistance, Scum, Separatist, and Republic.
Yeah, I mean, I can see them doing that later on, but the reason I said only the 2 of the 7 factions is because, you know, well, I'll get to it a little bit later, but it's just, it was weird how they worded this here, and then later on in the article, what they talk about, it doesn't make much sense, because it says, let's see. It says later in the article, it says the conversion kit contains everything you need to incorporate every huge ship released in the game's first edition into your squads, including ship cards, tokens, and maneuver dials. Many of these ships saw service in multiple conflicts, of course, and this kit also includes entirely new components that. The hell, man. Hold on, I'm sorry. My little page not moving. I'm sorry. Many new ships saw service in multiple conflicts, of course, and this kit includes entirely new components that allow you to fly them in new factions, ensuring you can command a huge ship no matter what era of Star Wars saga your squadron hails from. So then they say that, and then they don't really explain that a little bit more. So I'm like, you can have the Tantive IV, but won't also be Republic, you know? And then because, you know, in episode 3, you know, Bail Organa is flying around in the Tantive IV. So
yeah, that is going to be one of the that is going to be one of the Republic ships, definitely.
Well, later on, they said the CR-90 Corvette, Tantive IV, can be flown by the Rebel Alliance or the Galactic Republic.
Yeah.
And it says the GR-75 medium transport can be used by the Rebel Alliance or the Resistance. I mean, I can see that because that's what they're flying right there at the end, too. I mean, like Last Jedi when they're taking off from the base, trying to flee.
Oh, I don't think those were GR-75s, though.
I know, but
similar.
I mean, they're
I get what you
similar
mean.
to them, so that's why I think that's why that'd be the one they use. The Raider class Corvette and the Gonzati can fight for the Galactic Empire or the First Order, and the C-ROC cruiser can fly for the Separatists or Scum. So I mean, that's the way we got all these things right off the bat. You know, the conversion kit's gonna have stuff for all the ships, and then these 2 new ones at least can be a Scum or Separatist or Republic or Rebels. You know, because since they're only going to put out those first 2 ships. So, sorry, I lost my place here again. Yeah, I think I think out of the ships that I said I put down, I think only missing the transport. I figured, why am I going to get that transport? Because it can't shoot. so there's no offense to it. So,
Well, wasn't that how the old transport was though?
well, yeah, but I mean, what I'm saying though is, that's why I never bought it, is because to me it makes no sense to go on in a game where everybody's shooting at each other and you can't shoot.
Yeah.
Well, I put it like this: I had more wins using the GR75 than using the Tantive, because it can mess up your opponents. Like I remember back in first edition, I forget the name of the upgrade card. She was the one who had the picture where she was doing coordinating for the ion cannon from Hoth. I forget her name, but she had a thing where you can choose like X amount of enemy ships in range 1 to 3 of her. Spend that much energy, you remove their tokens. I think it was target locks, which we did that in a bunch of games where people were using ordnance to try and take out the epic ships, and we just made where they couldn't shoot their ordnance because they had no target locks.
Yeah, I mean, I could see where it can come in handy with certain upgrades, but personally, just the thought of having a ship that can't shoot, to me, just wasn't. I mean, it can have all the defensive kind of stuff on it, but still, to me, it didn't. It's like it only can take damage, can't give any.
It is a mindset.
What's that?
It is a mindset, you know.
Yeah. So.
Hey, why shoot when you could just run them over?
Well, yeah, it's the professional victim of Star Wars ships. You know.
Yeah, I liked always playing with my Gonzati with the TIE fighters on it, and then just like I was playing somebody who had like 2 Shadowcasters, and they started coming at it, and I just turned and ran them out. I ran over them, so they blew up, taking out ship. It was great.
I only played one epic game, and like before, at all. I never had the ships, and am I frozen?
I think we lost your video feed.
Yeah, you are.
Oh, there you are.
My goodness. I look frozen to me. You can hear me though?
Because I can still see your cat's tail.
Yeah. You guys hear me though?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh well. Yeah, I only got to play one. I never ended up buying that, but I also I never saw it being played ever. Do you think this is going to be played more? Are they going to do anything to help that, or you know what I mean? And that could just be my experience, but I mean, I played quite a bit of X-Wing. And never saw it being played.
I knew me and Austin did a lot of epic, especially if we got the tag team up. Like he'll brag about it. He'll be like, "Yeah, me and Chris, we tag team. We've never lost a game in epic yet," and he's pretty proud about that. I'm like, "Okay, calm it down there, buddy."
It's only been 2 games. No.
And we've got at least 5 epic games under our belt, I think.
Yeah, I remember one epic game you and I were playing, and didn't it go we were 2.5 hours, and we finally just said we gotta call it.
Oh yeah, because I had that one B wing that was attacking your, what was it, the Vindicator?
Oh no, I had the Raider.
It was the Raider. That's it, right? Yeah, the Raider. And I think you were getting frustrated, but then again, I know I'm not the easiest person to play against and not get frustrated with.
Not at all. Yeah. Anyways, so I mean, I think that it definitely at first though. At first, you're going to see a lot more people playing it. If they have some more kind of structure or something for it, I think it'll be played more. But I also think the epic battles multiplayer thing, I think that's gonna interest a lot more people into playing.
Are there? I mean, yeah, a little further on that. I think that the idea of epic was amazing, and I loved playing the game. So yeah, I mean, one of the reasons why I got specifically into tabletop games didn't just spend all that money on like a video game or something. It was the idea of the scale that was possible. You know, be able to have, you know, anything that you can bring to the table, like just get a bigger table if you need to, and you can have it type of thing. I love that idea, that unlimited kind of nature to it, you know, and so I was definitely kind of saddened when I got my one game in. I loved it. I thought it was great, and I could find no one to play with me like ever again. And but also too, I just didn't, and maybe that kind of contributed. But I never spent the money for it because I never saw it being played ever, and then it was just like all that I ever saw the epic ships being like their role was to be the expensive thing to buy that gave you all of the really cool cards to incentivize, you know, for like the other things. Are there going to be non-epic or huge whatever ship cards in these expansions? Do you think like they did last time?
Yeah, there's stuff like new cannons and missiles, and oh, I'm getting some feedback somewhere.
Yeah,
But
I
you
hear
know,
it too.
elicits. They have elicits. They have like double crew slots, gunners, crew slots, missiles, cannons. Um, yeah, I mean, probably, and there's a bomb too because there's proximity mines. So, but there'll all be some of those, so there will be some stuff that's in there. But I don't think this is going to be like there's that one upgrade card. Like, I think it was the Raider you had to buy in order to get Palpatine, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's why I had one. You know, I mean, yeah. So I think that was one of the things that they had before, but I don't think, from what I can see of the pictures or the partial pictures of the cards that are on there, I don't think there's any of them that are going to be like specially specific that can be. It's a brand new card that can be used everywhere, and that's the first place you can get it. You know? Yeah. Agree?
Yeah, I agree. I think they learned from their mistake.
Yeah. So now they had the little spread out of some of the cards and stuff that are coming with it. You know, they show a picture of one of the ship cards for the Tantive IV and one of the ship cards for the Gonzati. Initiative 8, Initiative 7. So I wonder if theirs is just going so it's, you know, that much higher, you know?
Yeah.
Because they didn't like all the little ones, all the little ships shot first, and then the big guys did.
I believe it was. Yeah, epic ships moved the last in the first edition, and then their pilot skill went off for the shooting order.
So yeah, so the highest one, because they're the higher ones, then they would shoot first.
Yeah.
Okay. So maybe they're doing the same thing. I mean, if they're going up to 6 for pilots and those other ships, then these ones, you know, there's 7, 8s.
I think they're doing that to represent how the epic ships are going to move last and then shoot first.
Right. I mean, it works. It makes it's a better idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't remember how their pilot skills, the spread of them, you know. I don't remember where it ended, where they started.
Back in first edition, they were no higher than, I think, a 4. They were like 3s and 4s only.
Oh, see. So maybe these are all 7s and 8s and stuff, and then maybe a 9.
Yeah,
you guys hear me better or anything?
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry, this is my first time doing anything since everything happened in my house, so I think the feedback came from me, so I went ahead and got the good old microphone. So see
So,
if that
as
helps.
soon as you disconnected from that, it stopped.
Yeah.
So, All right. Just talking about the initiatives and stuff. They showed a couple cars that were 7s and 8s.
Yeah, I was gonna ask about that. Seems interesting.
Well, I think we were saying because the way they had been in first edition, they had to. There are a certain order, like all these ships had to go first, and then this one, and this way it keeps the thing in order. If the large ships and small base and medium base
Yeah.
are all up to 6, then these start 7 and 8. So that means they would move last and shoot first.
Mm-hmm.
So makes sense to do it that way. So it's
Yeah.
they drop the initiatives down so much.
Are the so I'm assuming that the same rule is going to apply where if a large base ship like lands on a small ship or a huge ship lands on a small ship, then the small ship's just like dead. Is that
They haven't said anything whether it was going to be that way, but
that would suck to lose like an entire, because now they're a wing, so they're all together. So
Yeah.
like
yeah.
all like half your list is just dead.
Yeah, it's like 6 ships wiped out in one turn.
That's how I lost my one and only epic game. Was I was playing a friend who was still new to X-Wing, and like they all moved or whatever they did at Pilot Skill 4, and he had a B-wing that what was it? Yeah, so he had a B-wing that moved right before, and I I intentionally did something because basically the B-wing was like just going straight, and we're on like a head-on course, and he was ionized. That's what it was. And it was the first time I had seen ionized, and I read the rules over real quick, and realized that he could do a barrel roll, and I was going to see if he could figure it out because he had just started playing the game. And I did a maneuver specifically to try and just kill the B-wing, which consequently got me completely out of position for the rest of the game, which is why I lost the game, because then I was completely out of position. And I was like, it was about to happen, and he was like, "Oh man, that sucks. You're totally gonna kill me." Oh wait, can I do a barrel? I'm like, damn it, yes, you can. And I did, and then I lost the game. So cool story.
Yeah.
Cool story.
Oh man, what's the back again?
Feedback still?
Yeah, I mean, it just started. I don't know who's it coming from.
I'd say I shouldn't have any feedback with it coming through my microphone.
Well, I mean, I don't
Or
think
my
I'm
headset.
hearing the feedback. Am I hearing it? No, I don't hear it now. So
I don't hear any at all. But both of you guys are hearing it?
Yeah, I'm hearing it.
So then it's got to be me then. So I'm gonna move to a different place in the house. I guess I think it's my connection. So,
okay,
down in the basement. I'll be right back.
we'll be here. Okay, so now they had some new things on that picture of the little spread. Of course, they have like some quick build cards, and they have some ordnance tubes, and they had a crew. They have Ramus Antilles. And then they had the dials and then some markers. Now, did you see the dials?
No, I haven't looked at the dials in depth yet.
Okay, so it has a red 0 stop, right?
Makes sense.
But it has a 0 bank.
Oh, I get it. So,
Well, they just making you do that?
yeah, because imagine, like, say this is the ship right here, and instead of flying forward, it's where the engines are off, and it's just doing this, which makes sense because I've seen them do it in the series and in the movies.
Right. But that just struck me kind of funny just right now, because that's the first time I really noticed it. But I don't know. It's going to be interesting. But then it has the proximity mine token there. And then it has one token. Do you know which one I'm talking about? The one that's right on top of the dial and ordnance tubes? Or are you not looking at the picture?
Nah, if I try to look at it, it'll minimize my camera.
Okay,
actually,
so
hang on.
it has what? It's one of those 6-sided ones. And it has kind of a circle, kind of, it has a little circle, kind of, arch on each side. But it has an arrow, and then it has like a single turret printed on there.
Hey, I'm trying to find a way to pull it up.
Which was something that I thought was interesting because I don't know what the hell that is.
Might have an idea.
So when you see it, we'll come back to it. So because I want to say, they said the conversion kit comes with 82. Yes, 82 upgrade cards. Holy shit. That's a lot of cards.
Yeah.
And it's like we're gonna be in like 10 pages on those nine card pocket holders. Anyways, they break down so you can build commands, teams, cargos, and potent hard points that grant additional attacks. Yeah, who doesn't like additional attacks? I always like additional attacks. Says it will also come with a plastic huge ship maneuver tool. I will get back to that in just a minute. A huge ship range ruler, which is like the one they had in first edition, where it was the 3 and then the 4 and 5.
Yeah, I think it went up to 5.
So I'm curious, are they gonna make a maneuver tool on their, since they got their new plastic templates ones out? Are they gonna make an addition to it so they can for the epic?
Ooh.
But who knows? We'll see. It comes with 2 huge ship resource trackers, which when I first read it went, huh? But we'll get back to that in a second too. And this is the best part. And a damage deck that can be used with any ship. Instead of how in first edition you had a damage deck just for that individual ship. So if you had 5 of the ships, you had 5 different damage decks, To me, that was just outrageous. So they have one huge ship damage deck. Great. That'll be good.
Right.
All right. So the Tantive IV pack, they have the little spread there. And they got like a whole bunch of cards in the middle. I don't know if those, because of course this is one of those pictures that you try to zoom in, it gets real pixely and you can't see anything.
Yeah.
So I don't know what those cards are. Are those the damage cards?
Those might be the.
You see what I'm
those
saying?
might be.
That are black and white.
No, it wouldn't be the scenario cards, would it?
What's that?
It wouldn't be the scenario cards, would it?
I'm sorry. The what cards?
The scenario.
Oh, I mean, it's possible. But and it even says that this. Well, let's see what else it says here. What comes with it? Let's see.
What cards are we talking about?
We're talking about the Tantive IV expansion pack, expansion pack. Let's say it says there are 2, but This is another thing that I thought was funny. It comes with the 2 single turrets, you know, the indicators, the arrows that you twist around, but then it comes with 1 double turret.
It's gotta be a weapon.
You know what?
What's that?
Yeah, it could be a weapon
It's gotta be
upgrade.
like a if you have a certain type of, because like the old ones you had I forget what they're called, but it wasn't, you had your primary weapon, then you could have like your secondary turret, like
Right.
weapon, like big ship weapons and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I just thought it was kind of weird. You come with the 2 of the little one, 2 of the singles, and 1 of the double. But and then the resource tracker is a new thing. And this, at first, I kind of looked at it and went, but I kind of like this a little bit better. The resource tracker is a little thing that tracks how many shields you have and
And the
those
energy.
energy charges for like front and back and whatnot.
Yeah.
Which is just one thing where it's like double dials and it changes, or I guess quad dials. Well, I don't know what the hell that is.
Oh, I have an idea what it might be.
Oh yeah,
Maybe one size the shields and energy for the front,
right.
and then the
Front
other
and
one's
back.
for the back. Yeah.
Right, and there's 4 different dials on there. So
It's gotta be what it is.
I mean, I just got to say that's like the best thing they came up with when it comes to these, because man, you want to talk about tokens galore when you had to put all those shields and energies and all that stuff out.
Yep.
So it's a good move for them.
Yeah, it's great that it seems like they're gonna put the actual stats on the tracker thing and not just have, so you're not like looking back at the card and then looking at which trackers for which ship and this and that. It's just like right there.
Well, yeah, I'm sure. I mean, it's even something you can just take that tracker and set it right on the card too, so easy to remember which one. But
Yeah.
it's good that it's easy to look at instead of having to say, okay, how many energies I still got? Someone who can't just look at something and see, they got to count them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So at least they can see a number now. But I like those. I really do like those. But curious on how big they're going to be, man. They're probably going to be like that big. I don't know, probably about the same size as a card.
It's probably, I think it'd be about half the size of the large base from what it looks like.
What are you talking about?
Like the tracker, the little like token thing you're talking about.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
about the same size as one of the regular cards, like the ship cards.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah.
But anyways, like they do have, like I said, all those other ones, but then they have all those. What were those upgrade cards? The ones that got like that one symbol that looks sort of like us. I don't know. It always makes me think of a spider when I see it. The one that says ordnance tubes.
Oh, the hard point weapons or something like
Oh,
that.
is that what that is?
Yeah. Because it was cargo. Oh, I was trying to remember what the double people was. That was
just hard points.
Yeah, wasn't the cargo the one that looked like it was a big box?
It's a crate. Yeah.
Yeah.
All
right. So, yeah. So they didn't show too much, of course, on the Tantive IV, because you figure that's just a little taste, and we're gonna wait for later on to get another article out.
Yep.
So, but I don't know, Patrick, did you see the other token that I was wondering about? I made a screenshot in the show notes that I gave you.
Oh, ordnance tube thing?
Yeah, that one that's on top of ordnance tube.
Might be like a turret change thing. Maybe they can't.
Kind of weird.
Well, maybe it's like a combo action?
Maybe.
You could turret and do whatever the arrowy thing is?
Hmm. Yeah, see,
So I
first one of those ones they put on there that nobody knows what the hell they are. Just like when they have the strains and
yeah. So I think I just had a theory about some of the cards. So
okay,
you see how Antilles, he has like that little diamond symbol above the crew slot.
right.
I wonder if that means that diamond means only an epic play. You can use that.
Well, I mean, it also could be one of those command ones.
The,
Possibly.
is it the same diamond as the Darth Vader one? Later on down?
Oh yes.
That's a wing commander thing. Or wing leader.
Hold on, let's see.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Hmm.
but I mean, it still doesn't say what the symbol stands for.
Probably just like a wing leader card. I would imagine.
But maybe it's one of those command ones because, like I said, because I mean, Antilles is the captain of the Tantive IV. This one's the agent of the Empire. You know.
Now you guys are getting someplace that I can't go. All these things.
Okay, so Tantive IV, that's pretty much about it. There's not too much on it. They had some pretty cool pictures in there. I like the one that they have where all the ships, the X-wings and the Y-wings are next with the Tantive IV. They do pretty good jobs. The next one is the C-ROC, which I always just call it the Croc.
Zero? Charlie Rock?
So it comes with the same type of upgrades and tokens, plus a couple proximity mines, 2 debris obstacles,
Oh.
the same turret indicators, and a resource tracker for itself too. So I'm assuming there's going to be one of those upgrades that's got those crates or debris, whatever the hell they call it.
Can you see the numbers on the tracker, the resource tracker?
Not on that small one, no. I mean, you can't even see the ship card.
Yeah.
You know, I couldn't even see much on understanding what it is. Like, I mean, it looks like it has like 12 hull and but I don't know. We'll have to wait till we get better pictures on the cards.
Yeah, and it's interesting. The C-ROC has a configuration upgrade.
Was there one on there?
Not before. I mean, it's like the S foils for the X-wing that you can
Oh yeah.
flip. I just
But it
happened to
looks
notice
like
that.
it does something for you, you know?
Yeah, it looks like it alters the stats possibly.
I mean, it looks like it maybe gives an extra hull or shield or something.
Maybe it makes it more.
Oh, is there going to be? All right, so with epic ships there was the charge thing, right? The energy or whatever.
Energy, yeah.
Well, then there's also those are charge tokens, right? Those little yellow guys, or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
those are the charge tokens for the bombs.
Well, there's bombs and missiles and stuff too.
So you'd use the charge token. So yeah, I mean it looks like it alters the stats there, like gives you or takes away charge, shields and energy.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Maybe it's like a configure like a transport configuration versus like a fighting configuration.
Yeah.
Why we always have all these things where we can barely see anything and not really enough to understand it.
Yeah.
But like I said, I'm sure later on in the year we're going to get the articles about this because I'm sure in a couple weeks we're going to start getting articles for Wave 5. So then I expect Wave 5 showing up, and then this one's starting to come. The article's starting to come out on this one.
I'm still rocking the Scum expansion pack, so there's many much things that I don't really pay attention to.
Well, I mean, you can get the C-ROC.
I like how it looks,
Yeah.
I would get it just to have it, but who knows?
That's why I got it myself, because I like the look of it.
Yeah.
All right, so moving to the next thing. This is the one thing that I'm interested in. It's the Epic Battles, a multiplayer expansion of tactical space combat for 2 to 8 players. 2 to 8.
Sounds like a marathon.
Yeah. Talk about it's going to be some long games.
It's like, hey, you want to do a single day event? Well, this is how we do it.
One game. It comes okay. So this thing comes. It says it comes with 11 cinematic scenarios, team games to chaotic, 8-player free-for-all battles. I mean, you have a lot of different options with this game, so it looks really cool. This is where we come in with the wings. Now, they have a template, and that's what I said. The conversion kit comes with the plastic template too. But this is a template that you can set down, and it so it lines all 6. It says 3 to 6 ships, like in a line, like they're actually moving in a wing. So you can actually get that same, cinematic movement of a wing.
Yeah.
Nobody flies a swarm and they all individually move.
Well, I mean, sometimes the math just doesn't work.
Right, yeah, and this way they all stay the same distance apart. They all move because whether it's 3 or 6, they have the one ship that all the movements are measured from. So you're doing a 2 bank, you do the one in the middle because normally that guy is the wing commander or whatever lead or whatever. And so you move everything from him, and everyone moves along with you. So I think that's really cool. This box will come with 2 full-size ones and 2 mini ones. So I don't know what the mini ones look like.
It's probably for like a small formation.
What's that?
It's probably for like a small formation, like 2 ships maybe, like wing concept.
How is it? Is it only going to be small ships, or are there potentially going to be wings for larger ships, like medium and large?
Like, how many medium and large ships do you think we have that
I can
as a formation?
Yeah, I mean, I don't. To me, it doesn't make sense. I just am wondering if y'all know anything if there will be. To me, it makes sense that you have all your smart ships flying around, and then you have like the Millennium Falcon doing his thing, because obviously the Millennium Falcon's not going to be flying in freaking formation because it's huge,
Right. Yeah, I mean they haven't said anything about any medium base or any large base or anything like that. Wing tool setup thing like this. So I think this is definitely going to be just the small base ones. Ships all have a center line on their bases. So when this template or this plastic tool gets set down, there's lines on it too. So you got to line them all up. Which they also have those little notches so the little nipples can fall into them. So it's not like the lines are really necessary if they have those little divots.
You say that again, just really slowly though, sexually.
The nipples.
Oh yeah. Thanks.
And there it is.
Everybody's got 2.
Are you excited there, Chris? Or I saw the tail right as we said that, and it was fortuitously placed. If I could say the freaking word right.
So I looked at the tool, and I don't know if you guys saw the picture of the tool where it has a little black circle right in the middle. Like there's a little diamond that's on it, little circle. Do you think that's going to be like an actual hole? Because it'd be kind of cool if you had something that you could stick in there and you could use it to pick it up. Or would you even need to? Or would you leave it in there? You'd probably just leave it in there the entire game, right?
Probably.
Yeah, that'd be messy trying to pick that up.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, because I mean, they said that you move off of one ship, so you figure you just move that, make that movement, then take the template, put it there, and then put all the other ships around it.
I know that it doesn't work this way and it's not going to, but it would be cool if there'd be some way where the ship's like magnetically attached to the template and you just move the whole formation as one. I know that like you'd have to use the rear guides of like the front ship, so that's not gonna work, but that would make it so much easier.
Yeah.
And faster, you know.
Yes.
Maybe if you just maybe like as a custom thing, you could figure out a way to do that, and then all you'd have to do is pop off the rear ship in the middle, and you could probably still lay that template down in there and get it close enough, you know.
Or what if you think they need something that could go right over that little circle at the bottom of the base of the ships that's like clear, clicks on there, and then they can move them all at once.
I would be impressed if that worked, if someone figured that out.
That would be kind of cool.
I'd be impressed.
Don't know.
What?
I asked Chris. What do you think?
I don't know. It's hard for me to say. I guess I don't really know what I want to say about it until I actually have my hands on it.
Well, yeah, but that all. I'm sorry. I'm just looking at the next picture that they had when they're showing the flying the movements. It probably wouldn't even work because, when you move that one ship that's in the middle, you're moving it from the front and back guides. Front here.
No, I'm saying, yeah. No, I'm saying like so you have your six, right? Your first three and your last three. And then you would have all of the ones except for the one in the back in the middle rear one. And all of those would just stay like connected to the template. And you would just have to move that rear one, and then you could probably like fit the template in there to where you just move the whole thing kind of forward, the whole formation minus that one middle rear ship stays in place. And then whenever you move the whole thing, you just pop that other one back in like magnetically.
Yeah, like after you take the maneuver guide out.
Yeah. But I don't know if that would be enough like surface area to put a strong enough or big enough magnet to make that work,
Yeah, I mean, there's a few things. I mean, I'm sure somebody's going to come up with something.
Yeah, because I mean that would save so much freaking time, being able to just do that rather than,
Yeah. What do you think, Chris? You're kind of looks like you're looking off thinking.
I'm just thinking about the whole movement. I mean, I don't know. I got the feeling it's just you're gonna move the lead ship and then you're just gonna remove all the guys back into formation.
Yeah, I'm just saying. We were just talking about if they made some kind of aftermarket thing that they could just move them all at the same time instead of move the one and then move the tool over there and then move the other 5 over there.
It would be tricky for an aftermarket product because if you imagine if you're doing like a tube bank, because it goes off the leader who's in the front middle.
Right. That's why Patrick said leave him if you had it so it left off the rear middle, so it can complete the movement.
Oh, I get what you mean now. I gotcha.
And then once you move the the
Yeah,
maneuver.
all you're removing from the wing thing is the rear middle one. But all the
Gotcha.
other ones somehow stay super attached to it, and then you just have to pop that one off, move the whole thing, and then pop the other one back on. Type of thing.
I gotcha.
And that could be the first one to die, and then you'll be good to go.
Yeah.
All right, okay, so they did have some little things about the some of the battles, and they have, like they said, they have 11 unique scenarios. They gave a little picture of a scenario where there's 4 players, and they each are having to get some kind of data from satellites or tokens that they set up. So, and they showed the little scenarios that they could have that you could be playing. I mean, what's the objective? As soon as you get all 7, you try to shoot other people before they get it, or what?
You might have to like collect so many like X amount of points, but you can collect more points probably for controlling multiple satellites at once, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know.
It kind of gave a real broad definition of what the scenario is. It says you compete to control satellites that have been gathering key hyperlink data. So.
Well, I mean, it could just be like, like the video game Battlefield, where you sit on the objective for a period of time, and then then now it's yours, and then the enemy has to go and sit on the objective. I mean, it's ships and it's constantly kinetic and moving, so I'm sure that there's got to be a way to where, obviously, they don't expect you to, like, you always have to be within range of whatever. There's got to be like a way that you control it, and then you can leave to go to the next one. It's just a matter of controlling it.
Right.
Now,
so real quick, I gotta head out. There's something I gotta take care of.
Okay.
So, sorry I had to cut it short, you guys. I just happened to think about it, and I was like, "Oh crap!"
Okay, Chris. We'll see you the next time.
But yeah, I'll catch you guys next week. Yeah, I'll have the next 4 Fridays off, so I'll be able to do these live streams.
Sweet. All right. Cool.
So
see you later.
All right.
So,
see you then, man.
Catch you guys later.
Thanks for joining.
Yep.
All right, so they did say about it says the scenarios you find in epic battles don't just add a cinematic feel to your games. Many allow you to exceed the squad building restrictions placed on other games of X-Wing, giving you the chance to build a massive 500-point or 20-threat squadrons. Can you imagine trying to beef up a squad for 500 points?
Yeah. So is this saying like 500 point per squadron, or is it
per person?
Oh, okay.
So
that's I don't know why. Like I get it for regular play, but I don't know why there seems to be this necessity to put like, this is how you play the game sort of thing, and then if we allow you, we'll make rules so you can play bigger games. To me, it just seems like, look, like if you and I were gonna play and we wanted to do some ridiculously stupid big battle, and we're like freaking way more points than is completely normal, like obviously we'd be able to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I get offering like a standard. I completely understand that. It's just, it's like the wording kind of gets me sometimes. It's like, come on, like, just do what you're freaking. It's like, do whatever you and your friends want to do. I don't know. I think it like encourages that sort of culture where you only do what is what is the the standard normal thing.
Well, I mean, what they're saying is they've structured certain scenarios in there that you can do this.
Right.
And it has a structure on it. It's not like you and me just going, hey, let's just build a squad of 500 points and go at each other. There might be some like objective or something, like you have to do certain things in this 500-point battle. So
yeah, no, I mean, I get it. It's the wording that gets me sometimes. Like, you know what I mean though? Like when certain games do that, when they're like they expect things to be played exactly, or not even games, but just like certain gaming organizations or whatever, and it's like they, you take all orders from the tower sort of thing,
right.
rather than, to me, again, going back to like what originally got me into tabletop games was the idea that you could do whatever you wanted to with it. Like you could take the rules were in such a way that it was open world, where if I wanted to play 40K and I wanted to have a huge army and play someone for an entire freaking week or something, like I could completely do that. There's nothing even remotely in the way of doing that. And the same thing with X-Men. Like you could totally, if we wanted to have a standard, not even huge ship game of just like regular X-wing, and we're like, let's do 500 points. Like, let's just do it. Like we could totally do it, and it'd be crazy and take forever. But
right,
yeah, like the game is built in such a way that there's no problem doing more or less or anything like that.
Right. I mean, I agree. I mean, you could do games where you can pick how many ever points you want, and that's fine. It's just not gonna be, but what I mean, I think it's just in here is like they just have certain scenarios that are just built just for this. So,
Right.
which of course, I mean, anything, even if you don't even get this epic battle thing, you can still, for huge ships, we can still make up whatever game we want. Just like in the regular stuff, we make up our own little tournament rules or something like. Everybody's got to have this kind of upgrade, or nobody can fly a medium base ship, or stuff like that.
Yeah.
So we can make up our own shit, but I think this is just easy way for some of the people that are getting into the huge battles, the huge ships, that they can give them a structure, they can give them some way of knowing what they need to do.
Totally. I get it. My just one complaint is just see some different words. I think the wording would, some like looser wording would kind of get that idea across, that like, hey, anything's possible with these games. This is not a computer game that you just have to play through the campaign in some sort of linear fashion, or like you can only do what is allowed from how the game is coded and stuff. Like even free world video games like Skyrim or whatever, it's like you can't change anything about what your dude can do within the game. You know what I mean? Unless you hack it and do your own thing. But yeah, it's just the wording. It's like that's all. I mean, I completely understand like where it's coming from, and that it's fine that it exists and all that. It's just like the wording.
They do movies, and these articles are just weird anyways. So
yeah. So it's that socialist agenda coming out.
What's that?
It's the socialist agenda coming out.
Yeah. I'm not get into that stuff. Now it said that it had the wing tools, the minis and other ones, but in the regular one, then they had another one that said one corner wing tool.
Yeah. Oh.
Are we talking about like this?
Maybe.
Like is it gonna make your ships
the flying V?
Yeah. So I mean, that's the only thing I could think of, because like
That, or they feel it's necessary for making an entirely different tool for marking a formation. But I don't see why that would be necessary.
Yeah, I mean, I'd just be interested in seeing what the shape is. I mean,
There are probably going to be some moments though where people get frustrated because like someone does a one turn and then certain ships in the formation go like backwards, to get to the position, and people are like, "It's complete BS, dude. It's bullshit."
yeah, not bad.
I can't wait for
Yeah.
people to do that.
They have, let's say they said they had 8 wing upgrade cards. So however they have the wing cards, so you can fly as a wing.
Yeah.
But then it has 24 wing ID cards to easily track every ship in your wing. Don't get it.
Maybe it's just like off position. Like position 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, I mean,
But yeah, I don't.
this is one of those things where we're gonna have to get a breakdown of what's in the box.
Yeah.
What's in the box?
Yeah.
So, but each wing will have one wing leader who movement is tracked on and wingmates follow. So that's what they did say. The only one card that they actually gave you a good picture of is the Agent of Empire. I guess this is like our wing commander or command kind of card. It says Imperial, TIE Advance X1, or TIE Advance B1. So if you use either of those as your wing leader, it says you are a wing leader. Your wingmates must be 2, 3, 4, or 5 TIE LN fighters. So, you can't have a bunch of advances on there. It's just the one and then everything else be ties. While you defend, up to 2 of your wingmates in the attack arc may suffer 1 hit or crit damage to cancel a matching result.
So you're just gonna have to kill.
Well, no, I mean, instead of me being killed, up to 2 of them, so 2 of them can take the damage.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're gonna have to kill.
Here, 1 damage here instead of me being out.
Yeah, you're gonna have to kill all the Joes before we can get to the wing leader.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Which is cool. I mean, I guess it makes sense.
Yeah.
I wonder how I could. I feel like they're gonna have to be careful with wing like formation abilities because I could feel like that could easily get out of hand when you're talking about 6 ships. Like let's say it's just like some sort of attack modifier thing. And like this would be dumb, but just to illustrate the point, like you gain an extra attack dice for every ship in your formation. Like that would be so dumb really fast,
Well, yeah.
And
5 other dice.
yeah, that would be really, really crazy and really dumb and broken like immediately. I wonder, like, I feel like they're gonna have to be careful. I could feel. I feel like that would probably something like that would be so obvious that you probably wouldn't even think about it. That would reveal itself in any sort of play testing that they did. But I don't know because it's certain abilities might stack really, really well with multiple ships. Like if you had a good like that, like with this Agent of the Empire, you had some pilot that's like really good for your list, and now he's impossible to kill for the whole game because everyone else can take all the damage.
I mean, that's the whole idea of that card is that they can. I mean, you'd have to take out the rest of the wing before you can get that wing leader.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the whole idea. So that one wing leader stays there, so somebody doesn't just I'm gonna tag you and knock you out, then the rest of your ships are screwed.
Yeah. I feel like with that, then you would just target all the other ships so that because with this card, the Empire player, whoever is playing with this one, can sit there and like delegate exactly where they want the damage to go.
Right.
So you would want to attack the not wing leader until all the other ones are dead, and then attack the wing leader. You know.
It only says up to 2. So if you're hitting them with 3 or 4 hits or crits, they're still taking damage.
Yeah, but I mean that's the chances of you overloading, unless you're shooting at them with one of the huge ships, that's probably going to have abilities to be able to put a lot of damage on something.
Yeah.
If you're like just like a regular, one wing against another wing, this is while you defend too? So this would be each attack. So are the wings gonna like each ship in the wing is gonna attack separately though, right?
Probably.
Yeah. Because then that would, every this wing going up against this wing, then every attack coming from this wing. Like if you chose to go with the wing leader, you're giving your opponent the ability to delegate that damage exactly where they want to go and maximize the survivability versus being like, all right, this regular ship, generic ship, boom, dead. This generic ship, boom, dead, and focus fire like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I mean, I get it too. But then, this is only the Imperial side. So what are the other ones going to have? Because the other ones are going to still have ability to do the wings. So, like you're going to have a whole wing of X wings or wing of Y wings
Or
whatever.
Fang fighters.
What's that?
Or Fang fighters.
It'll be those M3A interceptors.
Is there any indication? Oh,
What?
yeah. Do you think only certain small base ships are going to be able to do wings?
I don't think so. I think it'll be that if you have that wing commander, that's why that says only TIE LN fighters. I think they'll have a restriction like that for the wings, so it's not like you could have a whole 6 Fang fighters on there.
Yeah.
You could have 1 and then the rest be in those interceptors.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Would you want a Fang fighter or would you want a Star Viper or?
Howard. So if you are you going to be able to barrel roll? And,
Probably not.
yeah, like stuff like that. I guess if you.
Well, think about it though. If they do it if they do the movement, like he has to complete his movement period.
Yeah.
Then everything moves. So if he could do his bank, then he boosts this way, and then has another one like it's Vader because now I use a force to barrel roll or whatever, something like that. Do they just form up on him right there where he ends up?
I don't know. I could easily see there being a rule like, oh, because they're flying in such close formation, they can't do
barrel rolls.
Barrel rolls.
I think boosting will probably be okay, but barrel rolls probably be out of the question.
Yeah.
But that would be kind of fun. But then, I mean, hey, could you do a Talon roll?
Well, I was just thinking if there's a wing of Star Vipers, then the barrel roll thing would get really goofy really fast.
It would. Yeah, that'd be nuts. But I mean, so it'll be interesting how they're going to come up with that crew card or that command card for each one. Are they going to have for X-Wing? I mean, is there one going to be like, goal leader?
Yeah.
Oh, look who's joining us. It's Mr. Larry.
What's up, Scott?
Hey, bud. What's up?
What's up,
Hey, how you doing?
We're just talking a little bit about the new huge ships and the epic battles.
Finally, I knew it was coming.
Yes. So we were talking about there's a wing tool where you can it's a plastic tool and it sits there and you can put all 6 ships all together so they all move as one unit.
Okay, so squad formation. Gotcha.
Yes. Yeah, it's a squad formation, but I mean they're stuck together. I mean, the middle there'll be everything will be measured from the middle front ship, and if it does like a 2 bank, then after it completes it, then everything else moves to it.
Okay.
So we were just talking about wonder if there's going to be like a restriction, like they can't do barrel rolls or or something like that.
Yeah.
Because could you even imagine, like I said, a talon roll? Could you imagine the whole wing doing a talon roll?
That would be interesting.
You'd
That would be
probably
very interesting.
probably be able to do that.
What'd you say, Patrick?
But I could see that being able to be done, because that's a maneuver in the ship. And you would just position the main one and then, do the template just like a normal move. And everyone will get a stress.
The thing about that person on the outside, man, you see how much travel he can go make?
Yeah.
The person on the inside is going to go like,
Well, I wonder how much the squadrons are going to play. Are they going to be pretty powerful, or are they going to be like only powerful if you play them a certain way, type of thing? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean it's gonna depend on how those wing cards are and stuff.
Yeah.
And whatever the hell those ID tokens are, or ID. What did I say it was? Yeah, 24 wing ID cards. So whatever that is, and yeah. So we'll have to see what those are. I mean, I don't know.
Okay.
But it'll be interesting.
I'm gonna say, out of curiosity, I always know some people like run around with the named pilots instead of unnamed pilots. I'm wondering, is this going to be more or less set for the unnamed pilots more so than the named pilots? Because
it doesn't seem because in one of the cards that they actually show, they show Antilles, was the captain of Tantive IV, Remus Antilles. So they have him on there. So I don't know but he's like a crew command card. So the only other things they have is they've shown is Alderanian Guard for the Tantive, and then Outer Rim Garrison on the Gonzati.
Okay.
So, and I mean, it says what it say. Broadside batteries on the Tantive IV. It says you can acquire locks and perform primary attacks at range 1 to 4. That's all it's showing that you can read.
I'm
wondering, they have ship ability. I don't know if they're doing any like pilot abilities. I think it's probably. I mean, I would say it's probably going to be just like a generic pilot and a ship ability.
Okay, and since you mentioned the Tantive, I wonder, are they going to do like the old version where you had to get like X amount of cards so you can have your battery, or is it going to be like one special card that lets you have that specific battery and how many shots you can get with that card? And that would be something fascinating to hear or see.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, even the only other thing they show is that Ramus says something blank are destroyed. Each friendly at range 0 to 1 gains 1 focus token.
Okay.
It says something, and then it says destroyed you are, then until the end of the phase.
You say nothing about how they wrote that, but okay, I'll go with it.
I'm saying it's cut off, so I couldn't say it all because I can't read it all.
That's no problem. I just thought it was their bad time. They had bad time for a moment. I was like, dang, I'll leave that one alone.
Yeah, and I like the ordnance tubes they have on here. They have a setup, each equipped this side face up, and then it says you can perform was it torpedoes and missile attack, then it's cut off as a bonus attack, and then it says you must then it's cut off. And then it has a front firing arc requirement of your equipped something and missile upgrade. And then it has 2 little things where it says bonus attacks. So who knows what the heck all those are.
Okay. Yeah, I can't wait to see when those cards come out so I can get a chance to look at them too.
Yeah.
More detailish. Because I was wondering when we were going to finally get Epic Play back.
So by the end of the year, you can ask for Christmas.
True. I get to fly my Raider again. Yes.
Yeah, but Larry, did you read the part where it says that the Raider can be used for the Empire or First Order?
This makes it even more worse now. That's all I'm going to say. It's making it more worse for me to want to get back on the field again. I used to like using it as a baseball bat against smaller fire squadrons. Run into me, please. Run into me. Yes, someone got blown up. Someone else got blown up. Yes.
Look, this is what I want to run. I want to run the Raider, an Upsilon shuttle,
okay,
silencer, and then all TIE SFs.
Okay, that's gonna be pretty brutal. That's basically all First Order right there that I know of this flying.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm not saying anything about the regular TIE fighters, the FO fighters, but and the SFs, you just got more options on them. And
true.
They have better.
That's kind of the reason why I like them. Sorry.
But yeah, that'd be kind of cool to fly all that.
True. Because I wonder how much the point scale is.
Don't know.
I can't wait myself, to be honest.
Yeah, they didn't say anything about points. The one time they did that, they were talking about in the epic battles in just one of the scenarios, it could be up to a 500 point game. So who knows what that's going to be. But the regular huge ship rules, who knows? I mean, the last one we used to do 200 points when regular X-Wing was at 100. So
true.
I mean, you think it probably is just going to stay in the same track and be at 400 points.
Yeah, I can live with that. I mean, if it's 400, 500, they send it to. Oh god, they send it to 1,000. How much mayhem can I rake with that? Oh.
Well, I mean, it's all going to be proportional. It's not like they're going to make it so you can have 50 ships on the board or anything.
That's true.
Let's do it.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
What are you talking about? That's a dream. I get to field that many ships?
Look, I'm going to field all my ships all at once. They're all going to be either Imperial or repurposed.
Freaking Darrin will finally be able to fly all of his freaking fire sprays.
Oh god!
You can have like a whole wing of fire sprays.
Yeah, no epic ship, just the fire sprays.
Yeah, on there. All bounty hunters.
we got to do that. We got to do that and make a video to put on the channel.
Yep. That would be fun.
Fire spray bounties.
But yeah, when this comes out, we're gonna have to definitely figure out, get a table set up and do a live stream or something. But be kind of difficult too, because it's got to be like a double mat,
Well, if I've got a lot of room down here in this basement where there's plenty of room to be able to spread out, so we could figure out just getting the tables, and we could totally do it here. Like, there's enough open concept space, to be able to probably pull that off easily.
Yeah, the only place I'd be able to do it in my house is on my kitchen table.
Yeah.
So the table I built for myself is only for the one mat. So.
Well, we're gonna have like a designating, like, gaming area. So.
What, down there in your basement?
Yeah, there'll be, amongst other things, but there'll definitely be room to already there for gaming and stuff like that. So.
Hey man, we might have. If you ever invite me over, since you're so damn close to me now, and I
Dude, we We just got the flooring done this last week.
I know you
For all of the problems that we had. We just finally got the flooring replaced. So
that's good. But yeah, as soon as you get that stuff set up, and man, who knows? We might be able to get some live streams over there.
yeah, I'm building. I already have a game that's perfect for standard X-Wing, like perfect for it. And then I'm building some. I'm taking off. So we have like the folding closet doors, and we don't want to use them. So I'm taking them off, and I'm going to turn them into gaming tables that you can like fold up against the wall, and then be able to unfold it and like wheel it out and stuff like that. So you put both of those together, it'll be huge. So there'll be plenty of room to do anything that we would want to do.
Well, that'd be cool.
Yeah, sounds like a creative idea. I'm not giving no lie on that, Patrick.
Yeah. I mean, otherwise the doors would just sit somewhere. Might as well use one.
It's a good way to repurpose them.
Yeah.
Yeah, my wife, like right now, I have a armoire that, part of it I'm not using anymore, and it's just been sitting in the corner in my bedroom, and she's redoing it right now, and we're gonna make it as a shelving display unit up here.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I saw one of the places downtown, like one of the little like souvenir shops had shelves that looked pretty cool, and it was like an old school door cut in half. And then so it was like cut in half, and the halves made up the side of the shelves, and they just had like barnwood looking doors or boards going across to make shelves. But it was a cool little like really like rustic looking shelf. It was like a great way to really repurpose something.
Yeah. I mean, I like to try to use as much stuff as possible around here.
Yeah.
If I can repurpose something and it doesn't cost me to buy something new.
Yeah, I mean, like me and my wife, we have a ton of stuff here at the house, but it's because we've always like reused stuff or kept it around. Like it builds up over time. And,
yeah, tell me about it.
There's a lot of There's a lot of smart ways to do stuff.
Yeah, just think, I had when I retired, I had to pack up a three-bedroom house to move into a two-bedroom apartment.
Hmm.
So,
yeah, that's a challenge right there.
My whole dining room was nothing but packing boxes that stayed there for about a year.
Yeah, we've had to go from that to like a two-room apartment that had a big living room area, and like the thing was packed with furniture and stuff like that, to one room at my grandparents for a little bit.
Yeah.
They like put so much stuff in storage. It was like really, really annoying. And then we got with this stupid storage company that you got on, and it was like a great rate, but then if you didn't super read, or it was like, oh yeah, after 3 months we reserve the right to change the price. And sure enough, every single 3 months was boom, every single time an increase, or it just got ridiculous. And I was out here, and I went all the way back home to Texas just to get out of that stupid. Because that's what sucked about it. Like if we were there, I would have gotten us out of there like immediately. Like, no, screw you guys. But I wasn't there. It was across the country. It was like, no, I gotta take care of this, because this is gonna freaking bankrupt us. It's stupid. So
I agree. When I had all that stuff in there, in that one bed or that two-bedroom apartment, and then Michelle says, I want to have Thanksgiving at our place, and my parents are gonna come, and I want to invite the people from work. And I went, so I had to get a storage unit to get all that shit out.
Yeah.
And then once we moved into this house, which is after another apartment, because we went to the 2-bedroom to the 3-bedroom, and then we went to 3-bedroom to here. Till we moved in here, I still had that storage unit because we had all our stuff over there, all our Christmas and Halloween and all that kind of stuff over there in the storage unit that we would just go and move back, back and forth, which sucks. And now it's just in my storage area down in the garage.
Yeah. So yeah, that gives me thinking. If I do those tables, we might have enough room to honestly maybe do like a small scale little tournament and have you guys over and do some like burgers and hot dogs and stuff. And,
yeah, maybe we'll do a whole day. We'll do a little mini tournament and do a stream, and we'll be streaming the games.
Yeah, we can totally do that.
Brackets.
Yeah, I mean, dude, honestly, like, there's a lot of space in this freaking house, and we kind of caught it really, really. It's an abnormality for the market, I would say. The price for the amount of space that we got.
Well, that's great. I'm happy for you. It's nice I know how it is to be in such a small place and then finally get into a place that's large.
Yeah. We went from a pretty small apartment to this, and it's like, man, this is ridiculous.
This house, our last apartment could all fit in the living room and kitchen in our downstairs. Yeah. And I still have a whole upstairs and part of the rest of the house. So, yeah. I mean, I was really, really excited when we found this place.
Yeah.
So, and coming up on 2 years, like in 2 weeks.
Congrats on y'all both having a nice house.
What's that?
So congrats on both of y'all having nice houses.
Yeah, it's nice. So, have you had much chance to play around with Wave 4, Patrick?
I have not bought anything except for the expansion pack for Scum. So no, I haven't played anyone. Or which one is Wave 4 to be exact?
The Resistance Transport, or the Hyena Bomber, or the Naboo Starfighter.
I still haven't played. I still haven't played anyone playing Separatists. I've played the stupid arcs once, but I haven't played the Jedi whatever fighter. And I haven't played against. I've only played against the arcs as far as the whatever that faction is called, the Republic or whatever.
Yeah,
no Torrents or anything. So yeah, no. I mean, I haven't. Wave 3. I haven't really seen much of Wave 3. Always ended up playing the classics, I guess.
How about you, Larry? Have you played?
Not yet. I haven't got a chance. I mean, when I first heard it was coming out, I was like, awesome. But no, I haven't got a chance to. If there's someone out there who wants has the Wave 3 squad and wants to play against me, you can find me on Facebook, text me, and we can set up a match.
Yeah, I haven't either. I haven't been able to play with anybody or anything since Wave 4 came out. So I'm hoping to. I've been a lot busy, and then I have my mother-in-law here for now over a week, and she's gone on Monday, and then the wife's gone for a week. So who knows? I might have to get a couple of games in then.
Yeah, I haven't gotten much X-Wing in myself. I was only getting to play Kyle in anything, and then he's, had a kid or whatever. I mean,
Yeah.
But yeah, so I just haven't had the time to get up to the store or anything. But things have kind of settled down, so I should be able to get back up there soon.
Yeah, and speaking of that, yes, our member Kyle, he had a baby a couple days ago. Or was it yesterday?
It was
yesterday.
It was what day?
It was yesterday.
Patrick, what was it?
It was Monday.
Monday. I think he put it out to all of us on yesterday. So
Yeah. Yeah.
Which and what did he told me her name? What's her name?
Anya. Oh gosh, the freaking spelling is throwing me off. Something.
It's Anya.
Yeah, it's Anya. That's the first name.
Okay, so
the
Anya.
middle name is.
Yeah, he didn't give me the middle name. He told me the first name.
Curse you, Kyle, for having a last name that's messing up my remembrance of her middle name. Curse you, Kyle. Hold on.
But we congratulations, Kyle, and to your wife, and pictures. Cute little kid. I was surprised a couple days ago. It's only been a couple days, and he sent that picture, and looks like the baby would be like a couple weeks old. Kind of alert, so that's why I was kind of surprised.
Yeah.
But yeah, cute little one. But yeah, so we had new babies all over the place. We'll see. I don't think anyone else is coming out with any babies. Definitely not in this house.
Yeah.
Patrick?
No, not as of yet.
Larry, you not having a baby, are you?
I don't even have a girlfriend. Nah, not anytime soon.
Can't have it by yourself, huh?
Anya Stasia. Anya Stasia Stanchicus.
What's that?
Anya Stasia. Anyways. It's cool sounding name.
Yeah, I'll have to hear them say it a few times for me to get it. But it's nice. I understand he's a little busy with the little one. So that's when he said he wasn't going to make it tonight. I'm like, yeah, I kind of understand. Give him a few weeks and then.
Yeah, I'd be like, Kyle, go away. Like, boot him off. Boot him off.
Soon she's going to probably boot him off. Get out of my way. Get out. Go do something.
Yeah, for sure.
So then we'll be seeing him sitting right next to Patrick.
Yeah. Yeah.
But who knows? But anyways, yeah, for a few weeks, and then we'll probably see him back in these. Well, I mean, as of now, I think that's about all I got for you guys. You guys have anything for the group, Mr. Larry?
For right now, I'm happy to be back with y'all on here, and my next round starts. I'll be joining y'all out there in those matches. That's about it for right now.
Yeah, I think we're not having a league or anything until I know not during the summer, but he might have some kind of fall something. I know Darrin said that he was going to be doing some kind of tournament next month or something. So, we'll see as soon as he starts putting that out some more.
Because I have a new list that I'm very excited about.
Well, good. Probably in that next tournament, if we can get it, if I can get everything working right and set up, that maybe we'll record some of the games in that tournament, and instead, and then we'll because I can't broadcast straight from there, so we do the recording and I'll throw them out there probably the next day or the day after.
Well, I mean, I feel like that. Honestly, there's no reason really to do it live. Well, then you can format it how you want it. You can edit it how you want it. It's like
right. I mean that's fine for games like that. Yeah, I understand. That's what I'm saying. I can do that. I don't have a problem with that. Now, if we're having a huge tournament like the store championship or something,
Yeah.
That might be something I wanna live stream, but I'm not really looking to live stream anything yet. So want to kind of get down the practice of doing a game first. So
yeah.
So hopefully we'll get that going off in the next month. And I guess that was nothing else was really put out this week from FFG. Yeah.
Well, only that's exciting me from what they put out so far is that they're starting to make finally Epic Play. I've been wanting that to come back whenever they start up the 2.0. It's like, I'm sorry, I always think big ships, more mayhem, more rampaging. That's kind of how I do mine.
Yeah. So
Puppy chat.
you'll be playing some new epic ships.
Yes.
I wonder if Finn can be like an admiral, and if he gets in like 3 extra dice at range 1.
Keep dreaming.
I'm gonna update ante. I know he never flew or commanded a large ship, but my dream would be like Tycho Silly on a Corvette, and everyone would completely ignore stress. So I would fly Rebel again. I'll be having everyone stressed out. I'm like, I'm going to get you. I just don't know how, but I'm stressed and I don't care. Thank you, Tycho, for coming back. Maybe
I don't know, but I think this Raider is big enough that it'll command the nice room on the board. Looks so
definitely.
Finally being out there on there. What's that, Larry?
I said, oh, definitely. I used to use it as a baseball bat sometimes in Epic Play in a game. I was like, hit me, please hit me with small ships.
I love this ship. This is like one of my favorite ships they've ever come out with.
Yeah, really good looking.
Oh,
it's so sleek. I wish it would have been something like this in the movies.
I got to give props to the Imperial designer that has stayed alive in such a harsh government environment for that long to have designed literally every freaking ship.
Yeah.
In a triangle. Like that guy's figured something out. He can survive all the purges that I'm sure happen, all the Stalin-esque purges. He's doing good for himself.
Yeah.
But I love this ship. But it'd be nice to get my Gonzati out there too. I like playing with that one too.
Yeah, I was always intrigued by the idea of the Gonzati way more.
Yeah, I mean, I like it because I can fly it around and then at any time deploy those TIE fighters.
Yeah. That's cool.
I used to love it.
It's kind of how I used to love the Ghost and the God, it's been a while since I flew that freaking ship. The Ghost and I think it was the Phantom.
Yeah, the Phantom, the attack shuttle.
Like Phantom 2 or something like that.
Well,
run around with the Ghost, and when you feel like it, just detach the shuttle. Bam! You got 2 things attacking you at once. Then you reattach it, you got that back and fire ability again.
Freaking space whale.
That is that Ghost is a big ship.
Agreed.
Space whale.
Well, and then the new one that comes with the Phantom 2, and it detaches, which is kind of awesome.
Yeah, so, you can hold that one.
Well, all right. Well, I guess that'll be it for us tonight. Probably tomorrow I'll have an audio version of this out there on Podbean, and the link to it is in the notes below. And also we got some other links in there for some other websites that our people are in, Chris or Darrin or Kyle. I'm sure Kyle's isn't going to have too much in it lately, but that's okay.
Excuses.
Yeah, just using that baby as an excuse.
I know, right? I mean, come on. Like, who does that?
I know. I did. But all right, so yes, next week we'll see if there's something else. If not, I'm sure there's a lot we can still talk about. So we'll find something, discuss it if there's nothing else coming out. And thank you, gentlemen, for joining me
No
and
problem.
talking about these epic battles, and looking forward to getting all these things out there and back on the table and dusted off, so I can dust them off and take them off my shelf, put them on a table, and have some fun. So we will see everybody next week. And if you're still listening, please like on our video and make sure you subscribe to our channel and click your little bell notification so you get notified when we start a video or we post a video. Also, you can join us on our Facebook page. We have you can pick up stuff on there, or we'll put out, different things on there. And yeah, that's about it. So we'll see you guys next time. And this is Viper Squadron. We are out.